Welcome to Timeless Wisdom Path. Today we are stepping into a conversation that feels almost forbidden, yet it is one of the most liberating discussions we can have. We are talking about the neck and décolletage, an area that so many of us have been taught to conceal, to cover, and to quietly worry about as the years pass. We often hear that this is the first place to show age, and our instinct is to retreat behind high collars and scarves. But what if I told you that hiding often draws more attention to the very thing you wish to soften? Today we are not hiding. We are styling. We are reclaiming this elegant zone of your body with grace, knowledge, and a touch of artistic strategy. Let's begin. The psychology of visibility, from concealing to curating. The journey to styling your neck and décolletage begins not in your wardrobe, but in your mind. For years, many of us have subconsciously adopted what I call the retreat mindset. You might notice it in small daily choices. Instinctively pulling a scarf tighter even when it isn't cold, or bypassing a beautiful open-neck blouse for a stiff turtleneck because you feel exposed. This is a natural reaction to the vulnerability we feel when our skin changes. We see texture, we see softness, and we think, if I cover it, it disappears. However, style psychology tells us a different story. When we cover an area aggressively, with heavy fabrics, tight chokers, or relentless high necks, we often create a visual block that weighs us down. It signals to the world, and more importantly to ourselves, that there is something wrong here. This heaviness can actually aid your overall appearance more than fine lines ever could. The turtle effect, where we bury our chin and neck in fabric, shortens our silhouette and hides the elegance of the jawline and shoulders. The shift we are making today is from concealing to curating. Curating means we choose how this area is seen. We choose the frame, the lighting, and the texture that surrounds it. Think of a museum curator. They do not hide an ancient, beautiful vase because it has a patina of time. They place it in the best light, on a pedestal that complements its shape. Your neck and décolletage are the pedestal for your face. When you open up this area, even slightly, you elongate your entire figure. You create a column of space that allows your face to breathe. Start by observing your own habits. Do you apologize for your neck with your clothing choices? The first secret to styling this area is confidence. A woman who wears a scoop neck with her head held high looks infinitely younger than a woman hiding in a turtleneck with her shoulders hunched. We are going to learn how to create optical illusions that flatter you. But they will only work if you permit yourself to be seen. You must believe that your skin, with its history and its softness, is worthy of being framed, not hidden. This area is feminine, it is strong, and it connects your heart to your mind. By styling it, you are inviting people to look at your face, rather than distracting them with the effort of hiding. This is about reclaiming your vertical line and standing tall in your own elegance. The architecture of elegance, necklines that balance and lift. Now that we have opened our minds to visibility, we must discuss the architecture of your clothing. The neckline of your top or dress is the frame for the portrait that is your face. If the frame is too heavy, the portrait is lost. If the frame is too tight, the portrait looks crowded. For the mature neck, the goal is always to create length and breathing room. Let's talk about the power of the V-neck. This is universally the most flattering cut for a mature woman because it creates an arrow that points downward, visually lengthening the neck and drawing the eye away from the chin area. It creates a vertical line that counteracts any horizontal lines or softness in the neck. You don't need a plunging V. A modest, shallow V is enough to create that crucial space between your chin and your chest. It opens you up. Another secret weapon is the boat neck or bateau. This neckline runs horizontally from shoulder to shoulder. While a V-neck elongates, a boat neck widens the shoulders and highlights the collarbones. Often one of the most graceful features on a woman of any age. By drawing the eye out toward your shoulders, you distract from the center of the neck. It is a brilliant diversion tactic that feels incredibly chic and French. It says look at my posture, not look at my skin. We must also address the cowl neck. A soft, draping cowl neck is a miracle worker. Unlike a stiff turtleneck which can squeeze and emphasize a softening jawline, a cowl neck provides coverage but with volume and movement. The fabric ripples and folds, mimicking the softness of the body in a flattering way. It confuses the eye pleasantly. Viewers see the beautiful drape of the fabric rather than the specific texture of the skin beneath it. Conversely, be very cautious with crew necks that hit right at the base of the throat. This is often the widest part of the neck and can create a stump effect, cutting off your head from your body. If you love a crew neck, try adding a long scarf or a necklace to create that artificial V shape. Remember, you are the architect of your silhouette. You want to build lines that lift up and out, creating a sense of lightness and poise. Every time you get dressed, ask yourself, does this neckline box me in, or does it open me up? The art of illumination, jewelry as light and frame. Jewelry is perhaps the most misunderstood tool in our arsenal. We often see videos titled, "Why Your Necklace is Aging You." And there is truth to them. The wrong necklace can act like a spotlight on the very areas you might feel insecure about. The right necklace, however, is like a magic wand that directs the viewer's gaze exactly where you want it to go. The first rule is to be careful with chokers. A tight necklace that sits right on the middle of the neck can visually cut the neck in half. If you have any horizontal lines or tech neck creases, a choker will settle right into them and emphasize them. Instead, you want to look for lengths that fall below the hollow of the throat. The princess length 17 to 19 inches and the matinee length 20 to 24 inches are your best friends. These lengths sit on the collarbone or just below it. They serve to illuminate the décolletage without strangling the neck. Think of a pendant necklace that forms a V shape. Just like the V-neck shirt, this piece of jewelry draws the eye down, elongating the throat and creating a vertical focal point. Weight matters too. A very heavy, chunky statement necklace that sits high up can look burdensome. It can visually weigh down the chest area. Contrast this with a station necklace, a delicate chain with small gems spaced out along it. This brings a sparkle and lightness to the skin. It glimmers against the skin rather than covering it up. Pearls are timeless, but the length is key. A short string of pearls can sometimes look a bit dowdy if it is too tight. A longer, opera-length strand of pearls that you cannot lower down, or simply wear long, creates a beautiful, vertical line of light. Also, consider the material. Rose gold and yellow gold bring warmth to aging skin, while sometimes harsh bright silver can look cold if your skin tone has cooled down. You want the metal to act as a candle, casting a warm glow onto your neck. When you put on a necklace, look in the mirror and step back. Does your eye go to the jewelry and then up to your face? Or does your eye get stuck on the necklace and the skin around it? You want the jewelry to be a bridge, leading the admirer's eye up to your smile. The frame of vitality, hairstyling to flatter the neck. Your hair is the curtain that frames the window of your face and neck. The interaction between your haircut and your neck is profound. Many women believe that as they age, they must cut their hair short. While short hair can be spunky and lifting, the wrong shortcut can leave you feeling overexposed. Conversely, hair that is too long and straight can drag everything down. Let's talk about the curtain effect. If you are self-conscious about the sides of your neck, a long bob that hits just at the collarbone is magic. It provides a safety net of hair around the jawline and neck, softening the side view, which is often what we worry about most. Soft, face-framing layers that curve inward toward the chin can mask the softening of the jawline and shadow the neck area gently. If you prefer shorter hair, consider the angled bob. This is a cut that is shorter in the back and slightly longer in the front. The angle draws the eye forward and down, creating a sharp, artificial jawline that creates a lifting effect. It exposes the back of the neck, which usually ages slower than the front, while providing coverage and structure around the throat. We must also discuss the updo. A severe, tight bun can be harsh, but a soft, low chignon with wispy pieces pulled out around the ears and nape is incredibly romantic. These wispies break up the visual line of the neck, adding texture and softness. They act as a blurry lens, diffusing the focus so that no single line or wrinkle stands out. Avoid cuts that stop exactly at the widest part of your jaw, or the part of your neck you like least. If the hair ends right there, it draws a horizontal line with your eyes. You want the hair to end either above that point, to lift, or below it, to elongate. Finally, volume is your ally. Flat hair makes the features look heavier. A little bit of volume at the crown lifts the whole face, pulling the skin of the forehead and eyes visually upward. It's a non-surgical lift. When you sit in your stylist's chair next, tell them, "I want a cut that elongates my neck." They will know to graduate the layers to create that slender illusion. The ritual of care, skincare and makeup harmony. We end our journey with the canvas itself. Skincare and makeup for the neck are often an afterthought. Yet this is where the blend happens. The biggest mistake is stopping your skincare routine at your jawline. Your face ends at your chest. Everything you do to your face, cleanse, exfoliate, moisturize, protect, must descend to the décolletage. One styling secret is hydration as a highlighter. Dry skin looks more textured. Before you go out, apply a rich body gloss or a moisturizer mixed with a tiny drop of liquid illuminator to your collarbones and the center of your neck. This hydration reflects light, and light blurs imperfections. It creates a soft focus effect that is far more youthful than a matte, dry powder finish. Speaking of powder, avoid powdering your neck. Powder settles into horizontal lines and amplifies them. Instead, if you want to even out the skin tone, use a sheer lightweight BB cream or a tinted moisturizer that matches your neck, not just your face. Often, our necks are paler than our faces because the chin shadows them from the sun. Using a slightly warmer tone on the neck connects it to the face, avoiding that floating head look. And here is a makeup artist trick: the reverse contour. Do not put dark bronzer on your neck to try to hide a double chin. It often just looks like a smudge of dirt. Instead, keep the center of your neck light. You can run a very subtle, slightly lighter concealer down the vertical center of your throat. This highlights the vertical muscle and creates an illusion of a protruding, slender column, while the sides naturally fall into shadow. Finally, treat this area with the same tenderness you treat your eyes. Use sunscreen religiously. The V of the chest is a sun magnet. Preventing further discoloration is the best styling tip of all. When you apply your evening creams, use upward strokes, massage from the chest up to the chin, defying gravity. This little ritual connects you to your body, reminding you that this area is not a burden, but a beautiful part of who you are. By caring for it, highlighting it, and blending it seamlessly with your face, you complete the picture of a woman who is put together, detailed, and deeply caring of herself. Final thoughts. And so, we have traversed the landscape of the neck and décolletage, from the mindset of acceptance to the details of silk, gold, and light. I hope you see now that you do not need to hide. You simply need to frame. When you style this area with intention, you are not just dressing a body part. You are presenting your voice, your breath, and your elegance to the world. Take one of these tips, perhaps the V-neck or the pendant necklace, and try it this week. Notice how you hold your head a little higher when you aren't trying to disappear into a scarf. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path. We are walking this journey of elegant aging together, one beautiful step at a time. Until next time, be kind to your reflection.